Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello, welcome. I'm Cecilia Amogbe.
Welcome. It's a big time with us here on Sports This Morning. I'm Ayotunde Balogun.
Always a sporting world. I'm Austin Okonapa. So excited to be here this morning.
Someone seems to be forgetting his name. Okay, definitely what's going to be happening today, the last four, of course, is faced for the Federation Cup. So definitely we'll be talking about that. It's D-Day definitely for Enugu Rangers and also Lobby Stars. We'll see if these two can actually make it to the finals of the Federation Cup. Remember, Enugu Rangers, well, it's been a long time they actually got a trophy. So this time around, they can make it to the final. Definitely, they will be playing in Lagos. And for Lobby Stars, that's another team that have been to the finals several times. So they're actually looking at how they can get their hands on that trophy.
That's right. And today we'll also be taking a look at this year's Afro Basket Championship, where the D Tigers of Nigeria will begin their campaign against the Central African Republic. Guys, it starts officially today, and I'm excited about it.
Just can't wait.
We're already getting some good news, but just stay with us. Let's not let the cat out of the bag now. We're still counting down to the All-Africa Games in Congo, Brazzaville. Who's been walking with us on this journey? It's now 16 days to that big events. The preparations are still ongoing, and different federations are optimistic of winning gold in Congo Brazzaville.
Definitely, that's what we're expecting. And of course, you know, you talked about basketball. We just can't wait for the guys to start. 12 team, of course, you have 12 players who will be representing Nigeria. And another thing is, I was actually shocked when I saw the lineup and discovered that, okay, no home-based player, you were campaigning for them. I told you, look, there's no point bringing in players that you know you won't use. Coaches know the players they want to use for a tournament. They already know. So if you have to like bring 30, 26, 40, 50, there's no point. Just use them as training material. Now, according to one of our coaches, he said that, I won't mention the name of the coach who actually said that. But so when you bring in like 6, 7, 10 home-based players and allow them to train with the team, and you know that they're not going to play that particular tournament, so what's the point? So the club is definitely going to suffer. Now look at Stan Gomont. He didn't go. You know, they had visa issue. The reason they couldn't go. Abdul Yahaya, same thing too. They had visa issue. But at the end of the day, they did not. Abubakar Usman also. That's what I'm saying. Abubakar Usman also. The three of them. No, I actually spoke with them. You want? Okay, I think I'll play back the interview tomorrow. You want me to do that? I'll play back the interview tomorrow. They said they had visa issues. That's why they couldn't travel.
Who should be responsible for that?
What are you asking me? I want to know. There's MBBF president. There's John Human, so you can forward the question to him.
The Nigerian players that are born in the United States and going for the Afrobasket can get visas.
Yes. So
the home-based players called to camp. They actually, remember, Cecilia, before they traveled to China, they were together in camp with the home-based players.
Yes.
And then the excuse at first was because they needed to be part of the final 8 championship. Now a year visa. And I don't understand.
No, that's what the players told me.
The team wants to travel when the team is traveling.
I mean, you should have gotten all that.
About 2 players won't get visas to go with the entire team.
So it's all a problem of logistics.
Okay, they said they had visa issue traveling to France and all that. So that was the problem. Now you have the finalists 12, and you don't even have any of these players that their names are not there. Maybe because they had a visa issue. Maybe that's why their names were not there. By the end of the day, you discover that okay, if they had even made it at first, at the end of the day, their names definitely not. They have Michael Bijimi, you have Stan Okoye, you have Olumide Oyedeji, of course, the regular, we know, Andy Ogidit also there. You have El Farouk Aminu, the Aminu brothers, both of them are there. Ike Diogo, of course, Ben Uzo. These are Chamberlain also. These are the players that are there. So for Nigeria, just wish them well.
Wish them all the best. They have to win it. Remember, they've not won it before, so...
Is it tough task? Okay, 5:30 Tunisia time. That's
if we
when
have
the
to
game
go on
will
a
be
prayer
taking
and fasting
place.
session.
We don't have to anymore.
We don't have to do that. They've done it. I think William Voigt is a man who can definitely be able to win it for Nigeria.
I'm not even putting pressure on the coach because, I mean, I keep saying, guys, if we spend so much money, have the best coach, and you don't have the talent to get the results, you're wasting your time.
Got the talent.
Mark Mentors can get to the semi-final of the Afrobasket Championship.
Wow.
Mark Mentors.
I love that. So let's wait for all African games.
Mentors can do it. Can get to the... No, we're not looking inwards. That's what football is trying to do. If you look inwards, basketball should do same.
Which I also talked about, you know, a couple of days ago. That you're having a tournament like the Final 8, you know, and how you also have the national team, the D Tigers. Perhaps perhaps the timing, we could have made things easier. To pick players from the Final 8 and have them right there in the national team.
the
But
plan.
It's so close. I mean, it started today. The final 8 ended on Friday. I mean, how many days do you have?
Cecilia, they are
And if you check what Angola,
my.
Tunisia, Cameroon, what they're doing, what most of these countries are doing, they have 2 teams. The one that will prosecute the All African Games,
All
the ones that will definitely go for the Afro Basketball Championship.
that's
Maybe
good.
Nigeria don't have enough of
item.
such players. That's the reason they had to
And
like,
I
okay,
say
bring
no.
the American
shouldn't be.
guys,
Yeah, I
and
shouldn't
bring those American-born, Nigerian-born Americans, American-born Nigerians to actually
I
prosecute
know
the
when we
games.
bring Olumide Macaulay into this to help me. But what I'm saying is, for football, we have home-based players in camp as we speak. The foreign-based players are coming to join them. These home-based players, the ones that are to play rescheduled games and then the Federation Cup, they give them permission, go and play it.
exactly.
Which would you do if you're Abubakar Usman, you play for Kano players, going for the final, and you need to travel to China, represent your country at the Afro Basket? Will your team hold you down?
No,
They
it shouldn't
didn't hold
be.
them down. I
But
just
why
told
are
you
we
they had
hearing visa issues now?
That was what
Only
the
for the
players.
home-based
That was
players.
what the players
But you
said.
didn't take them to China. I'm saying I would tell my coach, please, for my career, for nation, for national glory and pride, let me go to China, prepare with the team. It will even be good branding for Kano Pillars. Olumide Macaulay will help me with this one. Olumide, good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Austin. I'm not helping you at all.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you,
Olumide,
Olumide.
remember
I
what
don't- yeah.
Cecilia and I
I'm
did
going-
to you yesterday?
Yeah, I'm going with them today.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you
Good
so much,
one.
Olumide. Thank you so much.
Olumide, you are going foreign. You're leaving us back home. You're going foreign.
Yes. But there's an argument in favor of that, but after the headlines.
All right.
All right.
You do
Thank
that.
And it's back to you guys. Austin, well, I think that the foreign-based players have a very crucial part to play. But that doesn't take away from the fact that we need the homegrown talent.
It doesn't
Thank
matter
you.
if it's
That's it.
football or basketball. You're
It
talking
doesn't
sports
matter. It,
generally now,
doesn't
yes.
matter. I think, what do you think about exposure? Playing with people from different countries in a more competitive arena will help them to adapt to tournaments such as the one that they're going for.
That's really sweet, and that's what I'm saying. If you get 3-4 home-based players, mix them up with the guys that have all the experience, you know, playing abroad, you know, the expertise counts. And again, experience, potential exposure, not bring them to camp.
The
and then
guys who are doing well abroad, not necessarily for the sake, just because they're abroad, but the guys who are doing very well and who are rated highly in those countries, right?
No
Yes,
doubt,
that's right.
That's right.
No doubt, no doubt. No problem. Olumide,
Thank
but
you.
you want to talk to me
That's
before,
a slam
so
dunk
I'll
for
let
you
you go.
That's a
I'll
slam
let you
dunk.
go.
Thank
When you
All
come
right,
back
thanks.
again, you will hear from me, Olumide.
Many
No
thanks,
problem.
Olumide.
Cecilia, I think you have a point, but what I'm saying is, use football for instance.
Okay.
But the mistake Coach Austin Eguavoen made,
Okay.
depending so much on the foreign-based players for the Olympic qualifiers, they're on the 23 team now, and then we got messed up because at the time we really need them, they're not showing up.
were not
Coach
showing up.
Samson Siasia has learned from that mistake, and he has gotten a pool of players from the home base,
Home-based.
and he has relied on them. I think basketball should be doing the same thing
I
because the
understand.
time we keep saying it, guys, this country is too big.
Too big.
We
Okay, now,
are
Austin,
too
can I-
massive
Austin.
to be dependent on some aspects of life to get us going. We can't just turn our back and then we get
Can I
talents
paint
right
a
there
particular
to
scenario
get
now?
it going.
Take a look at this year. It's very busy for the players. And of course, it's a tournament year, so to speak, a championship
always
year.
busy.
Now, take a look
them.
at the fact that you have All Africa games starting on the 4th. Take a look at the fact that you're having
The
Afro
Afro-Basket is
Basket
already
Champions.
on.
Now,
Already
you're going to, if you want to use the same players to prosecute that game, it's going to be difficult for you. I think that's what MBBF, they know what they were doing, decide to say, okay, let's have most of these players who play abroad because at this particular time, they're on break, so they don't have issues at all. So you can easily have all of them in camp and all of them trained together. So instead of you relying on those who are still playing a championship, you don't even know if they're going to get injured and all that in the process of playing that championship, and are expecting that will form the bulk of your players. When you know at the end of the day, you still have the All African Games
Well, I
to
think we
prosecute
can only just
September 4th.
appeal,
So at the
you
end
know,
of
to
the
the-
day,
to the
you're
MBBF
having
and all
two
that.
tournaments coming up almost simultaneously. So how are you going to do it? How are you going to fix it?
Well, I was still going to say that, you know, in the near future, we have to appeal to the basketball authorities, the MBBF in particular, you know, come up with ways we can, you know, nip this sort of a challenge in the bud. It can be done, and I think we should start
totally agree.
as soon as
Let's
possible.
fix the league. When we fix the league, we won't be looking outside.
All right.
That's it. You can also be part of this discussion. We already turbocharged this morning. You know, Cecilia always pushed me to do these talks. But I wanted to be part of the discussion. You know, our feedback mechanism, they have not changed. On Twitter, our channels, _sports, and on Facebook or channels _sports. We've started off with basketball, so we want to talk basketball. The hashtag to use is basketball in Nigeria. You can also follow our updates on the African Games. It's just about 16 more days
16 more days.
That's how time disappears. So all of these talks will soon know if basketball will use the same players in Tunisia now for the game in Congo. And then Cecilia will be right here. I'll be waiting to come and write Cecilia. So that's it. That's the fun. We're still talking basketball. Yes, the AfroBasket Championship is on now, but we've been counting down to the All-Africa Games. And you remember when Coach Adeka Daudu came here, he's optimistic that we can do big things in Congo. He's been speaking, not just Coach Daudu, Coach Sani Toure of Kada Stars, and of course the captain of Mark Mentors. They believe it's a time to go to Congo and return the title they won in Maputo. Let's listen to that. We'll come back. It's the time for newspaper review. Don't go anywhere. Stay with us.